Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to our today's program of the 26th of November 2018. My name is Odon Bulamba. I'm the one who is going to present to you our news today, and I'll be with you for the next 20, 40 or 35 minutes. While I'm sharing with you, I'm keeping you updated with what has been taking place in Congo DRC. So without taking longer, let us go straight away to our headlines. Electoral campaign. Lamuka Coalition in Greater Katanga launches electoral campaign for presidential election. 3 days after rain in Uvira, here we are in South Kivu. A difference of political opinion does not make the other an enemy to kill, said Bishop Ambongo Fridola. 5 dead and 3 injured in a road accident in Fizi that took place on Sunday, 25th of November 2018. And in Tshopo, where Mr. Fayulu thanks everyone who will vote for him with the paper ballot. So these will be the points that we are going to develop, and at the end of this chapter, I will just do some little comment, and my comment will focus on Fayulu inviting people to vote for him with the paper ballot. In case the paper ballot won't be there, what will happen? What is going to take place? We may end up to face Article 64. So what is now Article 64? So this is what I'm going to develop around this topic. Once again, welcome to our program, and I invite you now to be with us in details. On Saturday, 24th of November, the Lamuka Coalition launched its election campaign in Lubumbashi. During a peaceful march, the activists traveled through the Lubumbashi municipalities, stopping at Square Forest, where Kyungwa Kumwanza, Lamuka's coordinator in Greater Katanga, made a speech. Flags, T-shirts, caps, and banners of different political parties have colored the place. Kyungwa Kumwanza spread out on the program of Lamuka, who want a turnaround by the vote. He said, "Our friends in power must recognize that they have failed, and they must clear. We want to make this country a rich country with rich people. But for now, we have a rich country, but curiously, the people of this country are extremely poor. It is this dichotomy that we are going to fight. Reason why we want change. A peaceful change that must go through the ballot box." We are going now to Uvira, where in the Kalungwe district, 3 people lost their lives after a torrential rain. The elevation of rivers caused material damages, and as to now, 2 individuals got missing. Ruzozi River, where in Uvira, swept through the village and left 3 people dead. All 3 victims were from the same family. Kabengwa rivers engulfed several homes. Many lost their properties and belongings. SEP Congo, which is a petroleum company, installations were among the damaged properties. Our condolences to all those who have lost theirs during this torrential rain in Uvira. And we are with them, we cry with them, and we say we are deeply sorry for this incident. On Sunday, November the 25th in Kinshasa at the Martyrs Stadium, Cardinal Laurent Monsengo celebrated a Mass. The new Archbishop of Kinshasa, Fridolin Ambongo, inaugurated his ministry of bishop. Ambongo was elevated to the position of Archbishop of Kinshasa on the 1st of November. He will work with Bishop Edward Kisonga. At his inauguration, Ambongo said, "A difference of political opinion does not make the other an enemy to kill. We must learn to respect each other and to respect each other in its legitimate difference." He asked Catholic Christians of Kinshasa not to give into violence during the election campaign period or time. He also recalls that power is a service for the fulfillment of the well-being of the population and the will to transform the society. The reign of God has no mandate. His reign has neither tribe or language. The reign of God is manifested where people seek the truth for the good of all. To be a leader, it is to serve others in humility and not in selfishness, he said. And I strongly believe this message that Ambongo was given to the Congolese people, saying that God's reign has no mandate, has no term. He wanted just to remind the politician of the Congo that you should remember that whenever you took the power, you have got 1 or 2 terms to go. You are not going to be there eternally or for eternity like God. And secondly, he's telling us, the people of the Congo, that God, although he's a king, an eternal king, God doesn't take care, doesn't look or consider tribes or languages in order to act or to do things for us, humanity. He treats us equally. He helps us as much as he can, or he does what he needs to do for all of us together. So he's somehow preaching the Congolese people to avoid this matter of tribes, to avoid this matter of language, which has been devising our nation. Let me remind you that 4 days after the electoral campaign kicked off, some acts of violence were recorded. In Bukavu, for instance, effigies and other propaganda tools of the candidate were publicly extorted. 3 campaigners of the People's Party for Reconstruction and Democracy, PPRD of Kabila, were beheaded last November 17th in a Dibatai around 90 kilometers away from Kananga in the territory of Dibaya. Five dead and 3 injured in the road accident in Fizi. That was on Sunday the 25th of November, where during a traffic accident which occurred in Kachugwe, south of Baraka in Fizi, we are in South Kivu, an overloaded lorry or truck with passengers, which was overloaded with passengers and goods, had been doing what you call commercial trips, I should say, between Uvira and Misisi. So due to the malfunction of the truck's braking system, as it was going down Mwatembo Hill, the vehicle hit a mango tree next to the Kachugwe village mosque and crashed. The victims were a mother with a baby, a soldier, and 2 tradesmen or 2 businessmen. There were also wounded people who actually have been treated at Baraka Hospital. Our condolences again for the family who lost theirs in this tragedy. 25th of November, that was on Sunday again, Martin Fayulu invited his supporters from Tshopo province to vote for him on December 23, but with paper ballots. He said, "Many thanks to all the Tshopo compatriots who pledged to vote for me on December 23rd, 2018 with the paper ballot. Our dignity depends on it." Hence the question of how Fayulu and his compatriots or his followers intend to obtain the use of the paper ballot without the consent of CENI. Are we going toward a revolution, as many have been interpreting Article 64 of the Congolese Constitution? I'm wondering. Meanwhile, a fringe of a reluctant who yesterday said they would never and ever go to the election with the voting machine, today they have changed their mind and they have joined the camp of those who decided to go to the election with or without a voting machine. Here I'm talking about UNC, the political part of Vital Kamerhe. When he did his alliance, when he came to join his force with the UDPS of Felix, automatically he agreed that he's going to the election with or without that machine. Is Fayulu also going to change his mind? What is going to happen for Fayulu's decision? Because actually he says he continues to stick on his decision. He continues to hold this gun. I'm not going to the election with that voting machine. What is going to happen? This will take us now to the details, or to the comments that I want to do, to the analysis that I want to do, in order to exchange views, to exchange maybe a thought, and to see where we are going from here, or where up to from here. Fayulu have been saying for a long time is that he is not going to give in and accept to take the population of the Congo to the election with this voting machine. Only for one reason, because the voting machine is tricked, and it has been proved that it was set up for the side of Kabila to win the election. So, is he continuing? Is he continuing, or is he going to take us to the election if that machine is not removed from this process? That's a main question. And I've been saying that for some time now. The more we move forward, the more days pass, the closer we go to the election. We keep shouting, we keep talking, we keep saying, remove this machine now, remove this machine from the election. But Corneille Nangaa, who is the president of CENI, who is a leader of that electoral committee, doesn't want to listen to the cries and the says of Congolese people. And you may wonder why that. As I usually say, Kabila has got, he has power. Financially is powerful. Military is powerful. And he has got different strategies which do not work, unfortunately do not work for the country, but it works maybe for himself or for those who surround him. And one of the strategies, they spread money, they bribed people, they gave money to people, including CENI, I should say, if you allow me, Corneille Nangaa, political leaders of the opposition and those of a presidential majority, even people who speak like me and you on programs like these ones, some among us have been bribed back home or overseas, and the money has been raising its voice up. So money talks. And by giving money to different political actors, by giving money to different people, individuals, or institutions that have made Kabila to become more powerful and become the main leader, I would say maybe the remote control, or someone who has been controlling the system with a small remote control. And as I said last time, Nangaa is just like a donkey that someone has been riding, and the ride of the donkey is Kabila. Therefore, because those machines were made in order to give to Kabila's team victory, so Nangaa has no chance to change those machines or to put them aside and bring the paper ballot at this stage. Maybe it will change later, but for now, he can't do it unless Kabila allows him to do so. And therefore, although the constitution of the Congo doesn't say anywhere about the voting machine, although the electoral laws or policies, if you want, do not talk about those voting machines, Nangaa somehow has forced the Congolese people to accept these machines and to use them. While the constitution and the electoral law talk about using the paper ballot during the voting. Instead, Nangaa replaced now the paper ballot with the voting machine, the tricked voting machine, in order to give a favor to one particular group of people. Now the challenge is that what is going to happen with Fayulu, because Fayulu, first of all, I said I am not quite sure even if Fayulu is going to go to campaign. But now he's campaigning because he has no choice. He has no choice, he has to campaign. And if he doesn't campaign, they will tell him that's your problem. Secondly, I can see Fayulu will crash, will face a wall, because even if he will say we are not going to the election with that machine, other people are going to go, including the people of FCC, including a presidential majority group of Kabila, including Felix Chilombo, including Vital Kamerhe, and many others who have decided to go independently or joining that movement. Because many have accepted to go to those elections, to contribute, to participate, to give in something, and they have to invest for something they want to. People are free to do so. And if Fayulu will not go, will not accept to take people of Lamuka to the election because the machine is there, then something is going to happen. They will tell Fayulu, you are free, we are going, we are voting, and this is our new elected president, Shadari Ramazani. That's it. And then Fayulu and others may complain, and they will be told, you were invited to come to vote and you rejected it. And the whole world, the entire world, the entire international community, they will say, yeah, the election was fair and maybe transparent. Or again, you people of the Congo, you divide yourselves. Some of you went to the election with Kabila. So if you fail as usual, those who fail complain. We know that you are complaining because you didn't succeed. That's normal everywhere. In America, in France, everywhere. People complain whenever they fail when we are talking about the elections. And therefore, they will let them know that, okay, this is your complaint and you can't do much about it. That is one fact. The second one, if a Fayulu doesn't go to the election, what is he going to do with the coalition Lamuka or coalition Wake Up? Are they going to apply now this Article 64 of our Constitution? Possibly, yes. Possibly, yes. And if so, if he's going to apply that, how is he going to apply it? Because to now, people don't even know, or many people don't even know or understand what does that Article 64, paragraph 64 says. Paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 of the Article 64 of our Constitution say. People have no idea. Or again, a few of us have understood what it says or understand what it says, but maybe others do not. So the provision of Article 64 of the Constitution of the DRC of the 18th of February 2006 is subject to several interpretations. And that depends on how I obey or I accept that Constitution, how I belong to a political group or political coalition or political party. It depends with each person based on what he believes is for his or her favor. And therefore, you will find that a group of people accept or again hold on the first paragraph of this article. And another group hold on the second paragraph of it, because that article have got 2 paragraphs. Let me read them for you. Article 64 of the Constitution of the DRC stipulates, paragraph 1, every Congolese has a duty to defeat any individual or group of individuals who seize power by force or who exercises it in a violation of the provisions of this Constitution. Paragraph 2. Any attempt to overthrow the constitutional system constitutes an imprescriptible offense against the nation and the state. It is punished according to the law. Here we are. Looking at those 2 paragraphs, we can see a battle there. But before I go deeper, let me try to explain a little bit. We can have several interpretations, but I'll just take one, maybe or 2. And the first one, first of all, we have to understand the first paragraph. Every Congolese has a duty to defeat any individual or a group of individuals who seize power by force. Here we understand that they are talking about any Congolese. And I mean, notably, clearly, this is a Congolese from a DRC, not from Congolese from a Brazzaville. Every Congolese, who is a Congolese? That's my first question. I interrogate myself sometimes. Who is this Congolese? We have got different categories of Congolese. And some Congolese, like myself, are Congolese by blood, to start with. My father, my mother, my grandfathers, my grandmothers, and so on are Congolese. Or as we say in Congo, we are Congolese 100%. Are we the one who have got the duty to defeat any person who, again, or any group of persons who want to seize the power by force? We have got a second category of Congolese. Those Congolese are those who are foreigners. They can be French, Belgian, English, any nationality, but they hold a Congolese passport. They were naturalized as Congolese. Is this article talking about those people? And the third category And now those who just yesterday, they crossed the border of the Congo, and from their countries of origin, they walk into the Congo while already they are holding the voting papers or voting ID cards or Congolese passports. They have never been in the Congo, but from wherever they are coming from, they come with a Congolese passport or those electoral ID cards. They come to vote. Thousands of them have been seen in the Congo. Is this article talking about those type of people? Now the challenge is this. Someone can be a Congolese of birth, from birth. The father and the mother are Congolese. And that a Congolese citizen has left the country maybe a few months or a few years ago, and that person now is a holder of another nationality, a second nationality. That Congolese, whenever he comes back, according to the Congolese law, that person is not accepted anymore as a Congolese. His nationality is removed. He doesn't qualify to be called a Congolese, although he was born as a Congolese from the father, who is a Congolese, from the mother, who is a Congolese, but because he has got a second nationality, that person has lost the Congolese nationality. And this is applied mostly or only to the individuals like me and you. But those who are in power now, they have got 2 nationalities, they have got 3 nationalities, but they continue to be counted, to be recognized as Congolese. But for the simple citizen of the Congo who earn or get or got another nationality from somewhere else, they are not recognized legally as Congolese. One law, but 2 different applications, depending with who you are or which class you belong to. Secondly, there are now those foreigners who come to the Congo. They hold their prime nationality, their first nationality. They can be Belgians, they can be Chinese, they can be anything. But once in the Congo, they get a second nationality. They naturalize themselves as a Congolese. Those people are recognized as Congolese. They are accepted as a Congolese. And you'll see some of them even, they postulated. They are candidates for the legislative. They put down their names and they are going to be elected as a member of parliament. They are French, maybe they are, I don't know, people from Argentina, they are people from I don't know which country, and their second nationality is a Congolese nationality, and they are allowed to bid for a seat in the parliament. But the Congolese, 100% Congolese, with a second nationality, they are not allowed. Something is going wrong there. And thirdly, because in the Congo, there is no at all what you call the national ID, people have been using the electoral ID card in place of the national ID. And those cards were distributed to all those who were crossing the border. Those all were invited to come in, to join and come to celebrate the voting. They are now holders of those cards. Now, how to know who is that Congolese who has a duty to defeat any individual who wants to seize power by force? Who among those that have just cited? I've cited quite a few. And if it's all of us, because they say every Congolese, if it's all of that, then it's a big confusion. Because if you can't define who is that Congolese person, then we are going too far. It will bring a lot of challenges as we are moving forward. Now, Those who believe that they are Congolese from blood and they love their country, they love their nation, they know this is all that we have. They say we'll stand and we have to fight those who want to seize the power by force. And those who were invited and were given those small ideas are like, no, we have also to stand against you because no one is using power here. No one is using force to take the power. We are going to the election and we are going to vote. There is no need to apply the Article 64, paragraph 1. They say. And truly, if we go to the election and they choose a Shadari, or Shadari again wins the election because all computers are programmed to make him a winner. If Shadari wins the elections, are we going to stand? Are we going to stand in order to defeat Shadari? Will we have the right even to say that, yes, there was a group of individuals who have seized the power by force or not? And who is going to listen to us? Because the whole world will say, yeah, you are just complainers. You have lost the elections. You should take all your precautions earlier. Why didn't you do something about it from the beginning? You are waiting just after the election and start to complain. That's one. And secondly, they will say, okay, normally, before I say that, normally we know that when we talk about seize the power by force, it means maybe a rebellious movement, maybe a use of guns, and make what we call coup d'etat. Maybe that's what people believe as taking the power by force, seizing the power. And they will say, look, we are all Congolese, we didn't see any war in the Congo during the elections. And it's the one that we have elected has just won. We didn't fight. We didn't start a war. We didn't hear, bombs exploding. But what I have to tell you is this. The voting machine is not a part of our constitution, as I said. This is just a repetition. It's not neither a part of the election law. So if it's not, and someone forces it to be there as a tool that we should use for the election, this is a seize of power. This is a seize of power by force because they are forcing that machine to be there, and that machine, that you call it the voting machine, is a strongest, a powerful gun, a powerful arm. And this machine, because it's so powerful, it will make one candidate to win the election. And in our today's world, technology world, computers are now the center of the war on the market, in politics. At every stage of life, you'll find computers have been used as a weapon. And through computers, you can seize the power. And through this election, by using these computers, Corneille Nangaa has set those computers so that they can seize power by force. Therefore, I will strongly say that the person whom should apply the Article 64 at the first step is Corneille Nangaa himself. Because he allows those computers to be there, which are guns, weapons, powerful weapons, without making noise, but they kill thousands, millions of people. And Corneille Nangaa has inserted this tool in the process of election. It shouldn't be there to start with, but he has forced us to have it. And by forcing us to have it, people so far have no choice. They have to go to the election with this machine. And this machine is not in the provisions of our constitution. Why to not apply that Article 64 to this individual Corneille Nangaa? To this group of individual of workers of CENI, because they are the one who have been seizing the power by force. After Shadari getting into power, he'll say, it was not me. Kabila will say it was not me. Corneille Nangaa was in charge. And Corneille Nangaa will say, okay, I've done what I did. I've already closed. I've finished my mandate to lead CENI. CENI has closed its doors. No one works at CENI anymore. We have finished our job. So why should we wait? Instead of acting now, we are waiting to act later. We are waiting to see the result before we apply the Article 64, while we can see that this Article 64, paragraph 1, has been violated. And the individual who violated is Corneille Nangaa. And everybody pretends maybe or doesn't even care. Every single person is focusing on leaders of the opposition have split up. Leaders of the opposition said this, they went here, they did that. But we forget the main point, the most important point. Someone has been seizing the power by force. And that someone is not only the candidate that we know as Shadari, it's Kabila through Corneille Nangaa. And because the law allows you and I to stand to defeat that individual, this is the time that we should do it, starting with Nangaa first, with all the people surrounding him in CENI. Maybe we may end up with Kabila. But we should first of all open our eyes and go toward Nangaa. And if we don't do it, no one will do it for us. And a group of people who support Martin Fayulu, those who support going to the election without the voting machine, they will say, yes, this paragraph 1 is more important. We will apply it. But by the time you will wake up, it will be too late. The second group now, those who support Kabila, those who support the FCC, the presidential majority, on their side, they say any attempt to overthrow the constitutional system, it's an offense against the nation and the state. And it's punishable. It's punished according to the law. For them, they will tell us, okay, look, we went to the election and we voted and we elected our candidate. We didn't attempt to do anything wrong, but if you try now to apply Article 64, it will be seen, it will be clearly seen as you are doing a coup d'etat. It will be clearly seen that you want to overthrow the constitutional system. As a consequence, you will be under arrest. You have to face the law. And who is the law actually? The Supreme Court of the Congo is led by the people of Kabila. He put them there. Those are the people that you are going to face. And I wonder even, as I told you last time, you know, the letters that the 7 signed in Geneva reflect an idea that Martin Fayulu is not a candidate for the presidential. Martin Fayulu is just someone who will take them through the process, the electoral process. Meaning that because Martin Fayulu has been every time on the street, he doesn't fear. He's a soldier for the people of the Congo. He's a rebel for the people of the Congo. Meaning that, okay, with Martin Fayulu to be at the head of this group, let him take the forehead, let him lead the group to apply the paragraph 1 of Article 64. And in case things go wrong, if the Article B will be considered, will be accepted by the court more than Article 1, Martin Fayulu will die alone. He will be under arrest with those that will follow him, and that will be his problem. And you may pull back and will continue our political career. Maybe, I say, maybe some leaders of the opposition thought that way. And we have seen today Muyambo is in jail, Diongo is in jail, and many others are locked in. And the rest of the politicians, they continue to take their glass of wine. Sometimes they think about their friends, but they live their normal lives outside of the jail. Isn't it just a strategy to put Fayulu there and see what will happen? Or are they going to join Fayulu and say, okay, if Fayulu is under arrest, you have to arrest all of us? And Fayulu to not be caught in this paragraph B of Article 64, that will require all Congolese people, all the true Congolese people who said no to the machine, they should walk behind Fayulu. They should walk behind those who say no to the voting machine. And if someone will be arrested, let all of them be arrested. If it will be 10 million, 6 million, or 20 million, we will see which jail, which prison they will put all the 20 millions in. That's a way. But if it's a matter just of saying, okay, let us use Fayulu as a bridge, and Fayulu can go, do it, and later on will come and negotiate or continue the movement, that won't be fair. So the Congolese people have to be prepared. As I've been saying, they should first of all understand what is Article 64, who should apply it, how to apply it, who has the right to defeat an individual who sees the power, how to understand who sees the power. I've just told you, you know who he is. And now how are you going to defeat that person? And when, that's another thing, when are you going to do it? Don't wait till it's too late. That's what I've been saying for our leaders of the opposition. They should tell people how, when, who, and why. By understanding those things of the Article 64, people will be able to do something before it's late. Another point is that I want to touch quickly, just because time is moving so fast, is about going to the vote. Even though Fayulu asks his people, those who are behind him, those who want to support him, to vote for him using a ballot paper. I can tell you, using your vote, ballot paper, or using that computer if they want, if the election will be there first of all, and if they want to vote, before you give your vote to any candidate, think twice. Don't only think about yourself giving your vote to a candidate that you like, but you have also to think like, by giving my vote, I'm contributing to the well-being of the Congo or the worse of the Congo. When I vote, my vote can make the difference. If one candidate has got 20 votes, and I give my vote to someone else with 20, he will have a 21 and that one will win. So your vote is a biggest tool to change this country. If you'll go to vote, you have to carefully think, who am I going to vote for? And why am I going to vote for that person? Don't vote only because the person speaks the same language as you. Don't vote only because that person belongs to your tribe. Don't vote only because you feel like that person looks cool to you. You should vote because you know that I want someone who will bring a change to my country. Give to that person your voice. Give to that person your vote. And therefore you will contribute to the development, to the success of the Congo. So this was just a simple introduction of helping myself, helping you to understand about the Article 64 of our Constitution. And I know that a trap here is that they are setting up something, then they will catch a few people and they will take them to justice. Let us see. Sometimes we can project things, we can see a little bit far, but God knows. The last word belongs to God. But we have to be careful. Don't just go as you have been going. We have to decide and say, okay, if one will decide to take Article 64, we have all to do it, except to die as a nation, except to be arrested as a nation. Not just push a few people forward and we pull back. It won't be fair. It won't be fair. Some people will say, yes, I will do it, but when it's time to do it, they change their mind. And you have seen that, not only with politicians, but with people from different social ranks in our societies. May God bless the Congo. Congo, our country, will remain one, will remain united, in love. With my small, little contribution, with your small and little contribution, having faith and trust in God, praying to God, we are going to win this battle. And Kabila will never stay there forever. He doesn't have a forever term, eternal term. He has to go. He should go. He must go. And someone else will take that position. Someone else will come with a new system which is different to the systems that they want to continue. Once again, thank you for your understanding. For those who have ears, they have understood what I've just said. Thanks a lot for your support. Thanks a lot for all the friends of the Congo, for all those that have been supporting the Congo. And we know very well, there are hundreds, if not 1,000 of Congolese who also have left the country and they have got now a second citizenship. They have got maybe another nationality. The same also in the Congo, there are people also who come to Congo and they have also benefited with the nationality of the Congolese. But the difference is that in those countries where Congolese go to find nationalities, they follow the rules. There are some standards, but in the Congo, those standards do not exist. So those now who were granted that nationality outside of the normal path or standards, should we consider them as Congolese people or not? Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for watching me, and I hope to talk to you again next time. Vive le Congo. Que Dieu bénisse le Congo. May God bless the Congo. Thank you and see you next time. Goodbye for now.